we will be looking at the 2024 election if Biden's approval rating is still at 41%. So it's been hovering around 41, 42, possibly even 43 at times. So this is, pretty realistic. I would say I did a video recently. That was if he was at a 50% approval rating. This is more realistic. And let's take a look at, how he would do with a 41% approval rating. So going to so I have all the safe states covered, but there will be a few more. Going to Kansas, this was almost safe in 2020, but it wasn't quite there. And also Nebraska's first. This was close to being there. South Carolina, I see shifting a few points to the right. I don't see Biden doing very well in the South as he did in 2020. I really, he did not as good as expected with minorities in 2020. And I think he's going to do even worse with them in 2024. If he's unpopular, we're going to states like Alaska. I think that would stay likely. Going to Iowa and Ohio, I really don't see these shifting, 7 or 8 points as they would need to really be in that safe column. I do think that they will stay likely for him. Going to states like Oregon, New Jersey, Connecticut, and Maine's first in a Democratic year, these would all be safe Biden states, but this will likely not be a Democratic year. So if he has a 41% approval rating, I definitely see these states going likely for him. I also think that state of Illinois would be likely the first time in who knows how long. And going to the state of Virginia, it really depends on who the Republican is, but on average, I see this as a lean state. Again, if Biden is matched up against most Republicans, even with a 41% approval rating nationwide, there are more Democrats than Republicans in the state of Virginia. So that will be very critical, and I think that Virginia will go lean Democratic. I also think that the state of New Hampshire will go lean Democratic. A lot of moderate voters here, and with a 41% approval rating, definitely a lot of Democrats in the state, and I think that it's not Republican dominated, so because of that, I do think that it would go lean Biden. But going to Maine second, I really don't see it shifting the 8 points that it would need to become solid, and that means Maine at large would be about lean Biden. And going to Nebraska second, I see the shifting back to the Republicans. That'll be lean Republican. You really have to have more than 50% approval rating to win the state, and that's going to be very critical for many of these states. Biden is really going to need over a 50% approval rating, but with 41 nationwide, it's not going to happen. But going to Democratic states like New Mexico and Colorado and Minnesota, these are going to stay lean Democrat because there are more Democrats in these states. But then again, in all these swing states, it's very, very split. But before that, let's go down to Texas, where I think that would stay likely Republican. Of course, it's not going to shift 10 points to become solid. Going down to Florida, Biden, he really needs a high approval rating to win the state, so that'll be likely a Republican, and Trump was able to win in 16 and 20, so I really think that's only going to increase Republican because Biden's numbers are down. I just think that Georgia will flip back and North Carolina will stay. I'm going to make it likely Republican, Georgia lean Republican. And going to Arizona, I think that this will flip back Republican because, there are more Republicans than Democrats in the state of Arizona. That will be very important. And also going to Nevada, I think that this will be lean Republican as of right now. With a low approval rating of only 41%, he really needs more than 50% to win a state where Dem and reps are probably, around 50-50. So he really needs more of that. And then going to the blue wall, Wisconsin lean, Pennsylvania lean, and Michigan lean. I really see all three of these states becoming lean for the Republican Party. Hillary Clinton had over 50% approval in these states. Biden did in 2020, and he was able to win all them. But Hillary Clinton didn't. She did, and she still lost these states. So if he has 10 or 9 points below Hillary, and Hillary lost them, he is bound to lose them. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all later.